Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
it's a
but-
lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
Oh, hello and welcome to the periodic table of awesome. In this feel-good Wednesday night that we're doing this very special time of Wednesday night. My name is Dion and I am joined by Peter, Jill and Quinny, and tonight we're going to be doing Superman. Thanks for joining in. But yeah, okay, great.
Look, up in the sky.
Look, holding up a thing.
If you want us in sync, like you have to discuss
Yep.
it with us beforehand.
Yeah.
No. It's
Just give us a pause and then look at us meaningfully.
yeah, well,
Yes. Otherwise, our incredible lack of planning is even more obvious.
whole gang's here. Yes, thank you, Casper in the chat. Yeah, the whole gang's here and people in the chat are there. Yay!
Yay!
We're all back. We're doing this now. You know, finally, the summer blockbuster we've all been waiting for. Superman.
I'm excited.
Look.
I'm super excited.
You are super excited. No, Superman's so passe. We're on to Fantastic Four now. That's the next new hotness.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have my glasses to give you, Dion, but
Yeah, we
That's-
had our own personal Pedro Pascal last night. We didn't need no premiere.
We did,
No,
did we?
yeah.
Did we
Wasn't
really?
even
Girl,
premiere,
the
it was
girl
just
at
a-
Porto was so excited.
it's the best thing ever.
For like 30 seconds, and then she was back to serving hot, fresh chicken as fast as she could.
The look on this young lady's face, though, as she was like, "Okay, you want an Oporto burger or what?"
Yeah. Are you here for this?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, look, you know, no, it's not. It's not me, Pablo Pascal.
Pablo Pascal.
Pablo Pascal.
Pablo Pascal.
The Timu
The
version.
Timu Pedro.
You're like Orlando Bloom's older uncle
The photo
Pensacola
cousin,
Bloom.
Pensacola. We all know these things. It's fine. We're not there to talk about this. We're here to
Pablo
talk about
Pensacola.
Superman, aren't we?
Oh, right,
Focus.
okay,
Back,
right.
Focus. Back on this. We're here to talk about
Oh,
Superman,
okay.
Lex
Right.
Luthor, Lois Lane, and no one else.
Aw.
Talking about the rest of the characters?
Nah.
Oh.
No, just those three. That's it.
Okay.
That's what
Right.
we agreed to, right? In the pre-production meeting, yeah?
Yes, yes,
That you all
absolutely right.
attended. I sent you that invitation. No, it's a joke.
Yes.
All
you're
of the
right.
notes we make, all of the prep we do.
Yep,
like,
yep. It's
Yep.
it's 15
Christ.
hours.
Slide
Of,
deck we build.
yeah, it's 15 hours of prep work for each hour-long show. Shows, doesn't it?
No, some days
Don't,
it
you're
does feel a
reminding
bit
me why I stopped doing Animaniacs.
Yep.
Oh, settle.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Um,
Yeah.
Can we focus on this? Come on, buddy.
Okay.
Eyes
right.
up here. Let's go. Podcast. All right. We're doing
I'm
Superman.
really important stuff.
Yeah. All right. Last week we had the distinct pleasure of going to see Superman.
We did.
Yes.
Thank you, Warner Brothers. And it was a big thing, wasn't it?
It was a big thing.
How do we all feel? Who's the biggest super fan?
Oh, there's a good question.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. I'm big fan of Superman.
Yeah.
Love the original 78 film. Probably was, I don't know, for me he's always just been there because of things like Super Friends.
Mhm.
You know, but I don't know. I don't know whether I'd call myself a massive Superman fan. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta say, not my favorite superhero. I'm a Batman girl.
Right.
I know this about
Yeah,
you.
but Superman is there.
She likes them dark, gritty, and rich.
Yeah.
Not
Traumatized.
Not corn-fed, worthy, and alien.
Look, I do have a new boyfriend, and his name is David Corenswet.
I also have.
We haven't met yet, but
I also have a new boyfriend, and that is the Star Wars fan, David Corns.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
you know,
okay, yeah.
David Corenswet, who said, "What would you like to build?" And he said, "Give me a fucking Lego kit."
yeah.
Like he's like, "I want a Superman Lego kit now."
Did you see him on the lie detector test where they asked the question of which one would you prefer to do, the sequels for Superman, or to change and go to become like into the Star Wars
Go to
universe?
Star
And he
Wars,
was like,
yeah. He's like, well, they already have me on a contract for another Superman, so I'll say yes to the Star Wars.
yeah,
He's like,
he-
I'll take both.
yeah.
Good answer.
Peter, as a lifelong super fan,
Mhm.
would you consider yourself a Superman stan?
I mean, Stan would be taken it a bit far. I'm not. I don't dislike Superman. I mean, my first experience with Superman was the old opening title sequence from the old TV show. You know,
Hang on, which
and
old
then,
TV show?
well, is it a bird? Is it a plane?
Oh, right.
No,
Yeah.
it's Superman, which was the only thing we knew about Superman for a little while. So when we played Superman and Wonder Woman, Superman could be a bird or a plane or faster than a speeding bullet, and that was it. That's all we had. We did not grow up with comics. We grew up with sound bites. And then Lois and Clark. He
yes.
ain't no one's Superman anymore.
No,
So-
what a dickhead.
I'm happy. I'm happy for a new Superman. I mean, I was excited for Henry at the time, but wasn't a fan of the Dark
Mhm.
reboot. Didn't somebody who knows nothing really about the character, just didn't feel right to try to Dark reboot Superman. Didn't really work for me. So I jumped off the super train, and
Mm.
So you're trying to tell me that you weren't big on Man of Steel, didn't get into Batman versus Superman, and then didn't love Justice League? Is
I
that what I'm
didn't
hearing?
watch Justice League. I didn't watch
Oh.
Batman versus Superman because when it comes to DC
Wow.
movies, I wait for you guys to watch them, and then you tell me if I should watch them, and that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, who was the one that was before Henry in like 2000?
Brandon Ralph.
Yes,
Yes,
Brennan Routh.
him. Yeah, I liked him.
Yes.
I will die on that hill.
Yep.
I loved that movie.
I liked
Yeah.
that movie. I saw it like in an IMAX theater in Minnesota or something.
And it was also shot in Sydney.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was. And my 6 degrees of separation, I don't know how many degrees this makes it, but my father changed the traffic lights in the Sydney CBD to American traffic lights so they could film the scenes in the streets.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
That's definitely about 6 because he didn't actually interact with anyone.
He worked on the film.
Sure. Yeah.
He did work on the film.
He did
It's
work
true.
on the
It's
film.
true. So you've got to count like who was that, then who was the person he spoke to that was closest to speaking to Brandon Routh.
Yeah. Let's just say 3
Yeah.
degrees.
Great.
Look, my degrees of separation with Brandon Routh is 1. I've met him.
Yeah.
You.
Oh, damn. Quinny Williams.
Quinny, we've
He's a
talked
very
about-
nice man. I
Yep.
really liked
I
him.
bet he is.
That's
He's
technically considered.
super fucking tall.
Yeah. Okay. And he has vegan powers.
He does have
'Cause
amazing,
he's-
like,
'cause
super vegan powers.
He's part of the vegan police. No, wait, he had them stripped.
Yes,
That's right.
because he had cheese at some point.
Scott
This is all
Pilgrim-
a
no,
Scott Pilgrim. joke.
Pilgrim work. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But he's also been another DC superhero, hasn't he, in the TV show?
Yeah, he's been the Atom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Anyway, more away from Superman. Don't forget that the Superman movie.
But he did replay Superman in the Elseworlds stuff
Yes.
in
Oh, yeah.
TV.
He was the
Um,
Kingdom Come version of Superman, which
Yes.
I fucking love.
So the last time we saw Superman on screen was in the post-credit sequence of Black Adam.
Oh, no.
Y'all forgot
Yes,
about that
we
one, didn't you?
Nope. Unfortunately.
Which was
shit.
Henry Cavill's reintroduction into the DC universe, only to be told very politely, I hope, by James Gunn, nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go on a different direction. So yeah,
Oh, man.
interesting.
Yeah.
But first up, though, like I mean, before
He's
we
doing
get
all
to
right, though. He'll be fine.
before we get too into
yeah.
it, do we have a synopsis about this new Superman? And do we
Yes.
have any requests of the type of accent? What shit accent should Quinny be doing it in?
I'll do it on the timey
Um,
news guy.
I was going to say
I'll try.
Manic Tech Bro, but yeah, no, all time news guys better. We've had
Okay.
Manic Tech Bro recently, so
Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay.
No worries.
We got a musical thing on this one.
Oh yeah, why not? There you go.
Okay. I can't hear it, but I really want to do when it hits its stride. When Superman gets drawn into conflicts at home and abroad, his actions are questioned, giving tech billionaire Lex Luthor the opportunity to get the Man of Steel out of the way for good. Will intrepid reporter Lois Lane and Superman's four-legged companion, Crypto, be able to help him before it's too late? Find out in Superman 2025.
I don't give a shit. The original music's still banging.
Yeah.
I mean that's the most fun shit accent we've had in a long time. It was
Yeah,
barely
I-
even shit, Quinny. I don't know.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry.
Yeah, people are saying that's one of your best.
That was actually vaguely close to what I was aiming for. Fucking terrifying.
Yeah. All right. So
Yes. So
excellent.
here we are. James Gunn, after being unceremoniously booted from the Marvel Universe and then welcomed back to it so he can do the end of his trilogy. But during that brief period of booting was essentially said, oh, well, if they don't want you, we'll give you like all this other shit. And he then went and made Suicide Squad and then was essentially given the keys to the kingdom and said, you can make your DC universe.
I'll tell you what, you can fit so many James Gunn elements in this bad boy. You've got kaiju-sized aliens. You've got a quirky, lovable animal. You've got deep-cut comic book characters. You've got obscure version of a mainstream character. And the piece de resistance, the one-shot fight sequence.
Yes. With swoopy camera that does all of the swoopiness
Yes.
and lots of fisheye
So much
lens stuff.
swoopy fucking camera in this film.
Yeah.
Besides the fight scene, a lot of swoopy camera.
Yeah. So yes, what do we like James Gunn as a director? I do. I like James Gunn. I'm going to say that, but feel free to tell me what you all think.
I mean, I found all of the Guardians of the Galaxy films very enjoyable. I do like his, I guess you would call it his vision that he makes in his films. He's got a very clear aesthetic. And it's like a comedy slant on serious issues, I guess, but also very heartfelt. Yeah, he tends to put a lot of himself in his movies. And actually, Crypto is based on his dog.
Yeah, who is a very bad dog.
Yeah.
But I love him nonetheless.
So yeah, I like James Gunn films.
Pete, where are you at with our JG?
Oh, I mean, I don't have super strong feelings, but I don't think I've ever been mad at him.
Not even for the tweets that he's trying to redeem himself from?
I would have to be reminded a bit.
Don't worry, you can find them, but it's someone who was like 20.
I was going to say, it's like well in the past, and he's been like, "Ooh, that was bad," right?
Yes.
He hasn't been like, "Sorry if you're offended."
No.
Okay, well then that's like people make mistakes.
He's probably one
when
of the
they're
rare
young.
people that came away from attempted cancelling.
Right.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Like, I think he was able to do the thing of going, own it, say, yeah, that was me. That was back then. I don't agree with this shit now. I let my record of the last however many films I've made be my kind of my statement as to what kind of a person I am now. Which I kind of agree with. I think what he's trying to say most of the time is generally the right thing.
Ooh, he was saying stuff quite loudly this time, but
oh yeah,
that.
I've been a fan of James Gunn's work since PG Porn, which you might, I know, right? People are like, wait, what? Yeah, he did a thing called PG Porn for Spike TV, which was always great because it always cut away before any of the real porn happened. It was quite great, and Nathan Fillion's in it. If you ever wanted that, so you can go look that up. Look, he's kind of hit and miss, but I like that he came from a very do-it-yourself roots sort of thing, working with trauma. When he hits his stride really well is in great filming. Like, some of his films are actually quite fun and exciting, and he brings that, I think, sense of joy and a bit of wonder and a bit of stupidity to kind of every single film that he's in, that he does. So yeah, I mean, when this was announced that he was going to be doing Superman or heading DC into a new direction, I was like, okay, can be a bit samey with your stuff because you've got your formula which works and you've been hammering out the same way for a few times. But all right, let's go see what you're going to do with this one. I'll give it a go. You seem to make entertaining things, which is exciting, and also he's happy to, as with Peacemaker and Suicide Squad. Sorry, he's happy to you be a bit creative with what's going on by not talking about specific characters, but by building a story around misfits and things you wouldn't really think of. He likes the latitude, I think, rather than having to go down the thing. Like, I mean, I wouldn't really want to watch James Gunn's Batman.
Oh God, no. No.
It'd be a bit strange. But James Gunn's Lobo could work.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were fairly concerned, or at least trepidatious, about James Gunn's Superman, because what we've seen him do before now has always been about outsiders, misfits, like Peacemaker, people who are not necessarily good people. The Guardians of the Galaxy are all not necessarily good people. So how is it going to play when he is, very much looking at a paragon? How do we deal with somebody who is just straight up good? Is he going to be able to handle that? And personally, I thought he did.
Yeah. Well, I think what aided him was having a periphery of weirdos.
Yeah, yeah, goofy dickheads.
Yeah.
Got to admit, I was one of the people who was like, "Who are they?" Like-
Yes, we
Yeah.
all exclaimed after the movie when Dion said, "Who was that? Who was that? Who was that?" And yeah, we said, "Pick up a DC comic book."
Yeah, see, I'm just used to that experience, so it doesn't bother me. I don't know who any of these people are. I know like,
So you-
Luthor, I know Lois, I know Superman,
Yeah.
I know Jimmy.
No, Jimmy
that's
Olsen.
it.
Okay. So Dion, you've never run across Mr. Terrific before?
Nope.
Never run across Guy Gardner before?
A what now? Who was the
Hawk
chick
Girl?
with wings?
Hawk Girl.
Oh, come on.
And then there was the other one that did
Metamorpho?
no,
Oh.
Right.
but I
guess
knew the
here's-
dog.
Here's the thing. This is an unashamedly comic book loving movie.
Yeah.
And the characters that they are choosing to reference are not just the big triumvirate, not the, what do they call them? The
Justice
Big
Gang.
Three?
Yeah, they're not the big three. They're not the Justice League. This is the other guys. It's not just a Green Lantern. It's the Green Lantern that everybody hates.
Yeah, the fucking worst one.
The dickhead Green Lantern with the worst hair.
No,
Yeah.
that was the Ryan Reynolds one.
It can get worse. You know, it's Mr. Terrific, who is, you know, people have seen him in recent years. He did show up in Arrow as a recurring character, but probably not in a way that people would go, there's somebody who needs to be on a big screen.
Yeah.
I had the same reaction when I saw Polka Dot Man. I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But then I was watching this going, I don't know why. Why does Superman even talk to these people? Aren't they beneath him?
Nobody is beneath him.
Welcome to my side of the fence, Dion.
It was weird over there.
One thing I will say, I do think the film. Look, I'm putting my word out there right now. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun and really, really enjoyable, and hit a lot of emotional notes. But the phrase that I have used to describe it to a few people is silly. Like, it is willfully silly and occasionally goofy. And when it does big action sequences and stuff, it really leans into the kind of silliness of ridiculous superpowers. You know, you can have 100 flying jetpack goons attach themselves to Superman, and he will just spin like a top, and then they all go flying, and it's cartoon world. Whereas the other thing is, it's silly, but at the same time it's very grounded in its emotions.
Yes. I would
Yeah.
agree with you.
And I remember watching it and thinking, oh, that's going to be divisive.
Like the whole
And-
thing.
Yeah, the whole film, because honestly, I think
But isn't it just dividing like people with empathy and assholes?
Well, yeah, but that's not what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to divide people into people who wanted a more serious take on a superhero,
Oh, okay.
and people who were just like, yay, comic book superhero, bright colors, Superman robots, you know, crypto.
Yeah, that's what kind of makes it hard for me to recommend to people, because my parents love to watch movies. They like the superhero stuff. And so when mum was like, "How was Superman?" I said, "Oh, it was fun." But at the same time, I'm thinking, you're not going to get half of the references in this film. Like, it's definitely not built for a layman.
You don't need to get the references for it to be fun, though. I think if you had to get the references
I
for it
feel
to
like
be fun,
75% of it is references.
I mean,
but maybe you need to get into the spirit of it. Like, I didn't know Superman had a dog.
You
But-
never heard of
but-
that
Crypto, the super dog.
Never heard of crypto. But I would say that was like the film signaled what it was very quickly from the beginning. in terms of tone, and kind of used crypto to do that. And given I didn't even watch a trailer for this, I was like, just like, we're going to see the new Superman film. Zero other information except for that one still that got released ages ago. I did not know what we were going into tonally, so it took that for me to be like, oh, okay, this is where we are. This is what we're expecting. That's cool. But like, it didn't bother me that I'd never heard of crypto before. It didn't bother me that I'd never heard of that particular version of the Green Lantern before, although the hair did confuse me a lot.
The bowl
Or
cut
maybe
is a
because
lot.
I'm often watching these things with people who do more comics than me. I'm just very used to not getting most of the references and being like, along for the ride.
Fair.
Sure.
Tari in the chat saying that the trailer makes it look serious. Yeah, I can see
I mean,
that.
it's definitely got serious elements and serious themes. It's got a serious take, but it has a lens of comedy that makes it's very clear from the beginning that that's what it is. I did find it tonally tricky, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed the silliness, I enjoyed the comedy, but I couldn't quite get my stride in for like a good first half of the movie. Just tonally, I couldn't quite get my hooks into where it was, and I don't know if it's because it didn't feel like, if it was like the first episode of a new TV series, it would have been perfect. There was just something tonally about it that didn't, or maybe it was structurally, that didn't feel like cinema-esque to me.
There was a moment in the first half of the film where I did like make a comment to myself where I was like, this doesn't really feel like it has a lot of substance. Like, it kind of struggles with the message that it wants to convey and being comedic. Like, I don't know that any of the serious moments really, I don't know, held you long enough to connect, if that makes sense.
In the first half or in the whole film?
In the whole film.
There were a few moments where I was really tuned into the serious and the emotional. Like, there are a couple of bits with his parents that I was just like, oh, Jesus Christ, that got me right in the feels. But
I don't know, just some of it just felt rushed. I'm like, it feels like it's trying to rush through these serious beats or these emotional moments to get to the next comedy bit. I don't know.
it definitely felt like it was rushing through stuff. Agreed. Like there are points where it sort of introduces a concept and then you kind of rush through to the bit where it's suddenly the next big crisis or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, it feels like it's at breakneck pace kind of a lot of the way through.
Yeah,
Dion,
I was
you've been
tempted
very
to
quiet.
actually try and catch it again before we chatted to get another go at it.
Look, I mean, I'm down for stuff. And I'm down for all of this thing. But I mean, my one takeaway that I had for it is, oh, it's a Superman movie. It's not for me. Like, I watched it and I was like, I was there for this. I saw all this stuff. Like, I mean, I thought there were bits that they did, which I really got and I really believed. And I thought they like knocked it out of the park. I was like, I'm 100% here for certain things, like certain interpersonal relationships, certain kind of scenes and ideas. I was like, that is like, that's beautiful. You've really nailed it. And it shows what you're trying to do. And then there were other stuff there that I was like, why is this part of this? This doesn't need to be part of this. I'm slightly confused about where this is all sitting in relation to, it seems like there was a Justice League, but there has been something that happens that has, I know, but this is, I'm talking about how I interpreted stuff. I was like, I feel like, oh, there was a Justice League for a while there, but now there's not really a Justice League, but now there's something else going on. Like, it was like, oh, we're going and there's a world and it's happening and some things you won't know because we haven't explained, but we're not going to. You're just going to move forward with this. And I was like, okay, that's all right. I can sort of get on board with it. But it felt like I was missing critical pieces of information. And then also like, oh, I don't understand why these other characters are there. This seems like it's all very haphazard. Some characters are completely underutilized.
Example?
Like Hawk Girl, I thought she was she was pointless. Like, if you took her out, I don't think anything would be missing. There's no and that's a shame because like you want
Great
every
actress.
character. Yeah, you want all that stuff
but
to be
also
there.
cool character.
Yeah, but did it look cool in this? Nope. I can say distinctly that I looked at every time she was on screen. I was like, oh, it's kind of dull. This is a bit better in Black Adam. I know, right? Okay.
That
And
was
the one
Hawk
thing,
Man.
well, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Hawk
Yes.
Girl. Well, one of them was in. Wasn't there a Hawk Girl in one something?
There was a Hawk Girl
In
in Legends of Tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of DC. Sorry, I wasn't really a DC person, but I get some of the ideas. I had to say,
I realize now that I actually am more of a DC person than I thought I was.
I was so angry when I walked out because one of the things I said quietly to Quinny was like, I'm so pissed off because I feel like I need to defend the Snyder-verse slightly. And I was angry with and I still am. I'm still kind of angry with myself. It's like, oh, there's some things the Snyder-verse did a lot better, but I really want to enjoy this new one. I just kind of went, I don't, I think ultimately what I want is I don't want a Superman movie with all these other people. I just want a Superman movie. Just give me Superman and Lois and maybe Lex Luthor, throw him in. Sure. He's okay. But I didn't need the rest.
Yeah.
And
I will just say for the chat, those that haven't seen it yet, we're kind of thrown into the midst of an unfolding situation.
Yeah.
There's not really a beginning, middle, and end to it. It's where we're thrown into a situation. And it kind of never gets out of that for the whole film. We just always seem to be in a moment. And there's no explanation to like some of this stuff. And like I can make my way through the movie with plenty of context clues. That's fine. But I would have loved to have had more moments completely fleshed out and be a little bit more on board with what's actually going on, especially like the relationship around Clark and his co-workers. Don't really feel like I got to see a lot of Clark.
Yeah.
Even Lois didn't really feel fully formed for me. And I really have one complaint about her character is that she did not do any journalism. She was discovered some photos via somebody else and then was able to piece together what was actually happening in the plot that Superman is trying to uncover. So for me, not a great Lois,
it's
though
gonna
I love
make
Rachel Brosnahan.
absolutely every single journalist who actually does work and research like this scream internally more.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I think a lot of modern journalism is just being lucky like this.
But like this is the thing, because it's kind of, I just want to like put that out, is going literally the entire crew of journalists is together to how do they release the stories. Like, great, we'll do it on the fly, and then they're doing it like by editing on their phones and sending
that is fucking great, because I actually saw a journalist say my favorite part of this movie was Jimmy publishing the story through a CMS accurately.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, doing it while they're running around going, oh yeah, it's ready, go, press send now, we have to do it. And I'm like,
yeah, go live.
Yeah. And
in other news, Jimmy can get it apparently.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy pulls.
Oh no, my light.
Yeah.
Apparently, Jimmy lays more cable than anyone in the book. And I don't think anyone knows why.
Jimmy does, and Jimmy needs some.
Jimmy eats world.
Jimmy gets it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I agree. I think like I will come to the defense of the movie in a lot of cases because there's a lot of it that I think is a lot of fun, and you know, the thing that I love about it is that it plays well to kids. Like did the Minecraft movie. Yeah. But how nice is it to see a kid wanting to play with a Superman toy as opposed to a fucking Minecraft toy? Anyway, but yeah, like that stuff with the people in the Daily Planet definitely feels a bit undercooked. Like you've got Cat Grant there, who is, you know, there
Yeah, and then
Don't know
you've
what
got
she
like
does.
a couple other random reporters.
You got Steve
like,
Lombardo there,
yeah, why do
who just seems like a dickhead.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were, yeah, I love the relationship between Lois and Clark though. Like,
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
like,
Well, was it Clark or was it Superman?
yes,
I as I said, like I really was on board with that. I thought the dynamic between Lois and Clark or Kal-El, like all of that, was
Yeah.
great. Like I went, yep, they're definitely cool, funny people who are trying to work out a relationship in this world that they've got around them, and I really got it. And I was like, hats off to them, amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and then there was other things like, the fuck is Mr. Terrific, and why does he have balls?
They're T-spheres.
Okay.
T-spheres.
Sure. I mean, and it would be all right. Or like, what is the engineer and why is she dangerous? I don't know. I'm so.
Yeah.
They told you
I don't
she
know.
has nanobots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, fuck that. I mean, there are some annoying things about comic book movies because what we were all annoyed by, the giant sky beam. And in this one, thankfully, just to let you all know, there is no giant sky beam.
no Sky Beam.
There's a giant
There is an underground fight club.
yes, and there's a giant crack. Which is the same thing as the giant sky beam. It has the
It's
same
the exact
thing.
opposite, in
It's a
fact.
giant world-destroying rift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
made of bismuth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
Yes.
fuck is going on with that? It was just yes. And until a joke that came later, which was oh yes, Lex Luthor is just a bismuth man.
No. God, no.
Exactly.
Boo.
For people going along at home, the big destructo thing that whatever is happening, it looks like it's just macro views of bismuth forming.
Yeah. Do we like Nicholas Holt's performance as Lex
I-
Luthor?
I always like Nicholas Holt, so I can't have that conversation.
Why not? He got paid $2 million for this film.
Good for him.
Is that all?
Yes, but you know how much Superman got paid?
The same as Lois.
Yes, but
A
less.
million.
But much less.
really?
They
He
got
got
seven.
the-
They got
He got the
750K
pretty
each.
privilege. He got more.
But they also, written into it, that they had a lower fee because they have a back end deal.
Ooh,
So they
I want
go
a back end deal, please.
with who? With Nicholas Holt or with?
No.
Go on to it.
Yeah, with my new boyfriend.
I love it. You ladies, you can divide them up. Pete, you can have Nicholas Holt. Jill, you can have David Coruscant.
Nice.
I'll take Crypto apparently, and I will pat him. I will pat him and
Yes.
love him and call him George.
Great. So this just leaves me with Lois, and I haven't even watched The Fabulous Mrs. Maisel.
Marvelous.
See, marvelous.
That
Either that or
did
Dion-
distract me because I didn't realize she was Lois because, as I said, I hadn't looked into the movie at all. And just the
Wow.
entire time, my brain was like, but it's the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah.
It's not Lois.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Dion, you get number 5, or as he's better known, Gary.
Yeah, no, like 100%. If I got to hang out with Alan Tudyk for the rest of my life, I would be down for that. I'd be like,
Mhm.
yes, please give me screen robot voice man.
I did
He's a
I
very
did love it.
funny
I
man.
looked up who the other voices of the robots
Oh,
are.
yeah.
So Superman robot number 1 is Michael Rooker.
Oh, I was wondering why he was credited on. Who was he?
Yep. And Superman robot number 5 is Pom Clementieff.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. There are a bunch of little things in there, like
Just James Gunn's friends.
yeah, James Gunn's friends, like Bradley Cooper gets a look in.
So shocked to see Bradley Cooper in this
Yes.
movie.
I don't think
Dion
anyone-
was so shocked that
him.
he convinced himself it wasn't Bradley
Yeah,
Cooper.
I thought it was to start with. I'm like, oh, that's funny. And then later I'm like, no, that's not him. No, it wasn't him, right? It was someone else.
One of my favorite stupid and something that probably should be said. If you love the 1978 movies, like so Superman 2,
Mm.
this has got a lot of love for those films and that particular kind of style.
I feel it's got more in common with Superman 3 onwards.
That too.
But I mean,
It has a bit of 3 and 4 in there as well. In
Superman-
fact, it's got a lot of Superman 4.
yeah, I mean, like, I like Superman 1. I do not find that this is the same as Superman 1 because it had the stupidity of Superman 2 when he throws his fucking symbol that wraps. Like, that's the kind of somewhat stupid ideas that come out. You're like, oh, bold choice, but I guess. I feel like that's okay.
I think this has got more in common with the funny parts of Superman 1, like the Lex Luthor and Otis and
Yeah.
Miss Tessmacher and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, those kind of elements of Superman 1. And yeah, a lot of Superman 4. I was actually really shocked at how much referencing there was to Superman 4, which is, make no mistake, the worst of those Supermans.
Sure.
Anyway. But my favorite is there's a character in there who's Lex Luthor's main thug, character by the name of Otis. So Otis, of course, being from the old films, but this new character is called Otisburg, and that's the name of the country that Otis wanted to have for himself in the 78 movie. Mr. Luthor, I'm gonna have a place and it's gonna be called Otisburg.
I mean, look. Also, I want to point out because a few people in the chat haven't watched it yet, which is fine.
Yeah,
it's okay. There is a lot of dog in this.
There's a lot of dog.
Like, I mean, but there's
it's got the dog in it.
There's almost too much dog.
No such thing.
I know.
Come
See,
on.
look at this whole thing. We're divisive.
What are you, a cat person?
No, no, I'm a dog person. But I thought in this there is a little bit too much dog in this, and also the dog. Anyway, I can't explain like the whole thing. This is what I kind of say. I watched it, and by the end, I'm like, it's not really for me. I don't really. I'm not sure I'm down for this, but I want to be. Does that make sense?
You went in.
Yeah.
I went in hoping that this would be kind of for me. You know, like, oh, great, maybe this will be a new avenue to get into the DC cinematic world that they're probably building and stuff. Like, there'd be something to get in there. I was like, oh, I feel like this is absolutely not my kind of jam, but I hope it will be. I just wanted to see a movie about Superman, not Superman's conflicted ideologies of other stuff that people maybe are doing at him or all this other stuff, and they're very overcomplicated shit. Like, you know, ultimately at the heart, Lex Luthor is still the same thing that he was in the original Gene Hackman days.
I really think. Yeah, I feel like Nicholas Hoult was really channeling Gene Hackman, to be honest.
Oh yeah, big time.
Did it feel more topical though?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say Superman has always been this topical.
Oh yeah,
but in terms of that particular character, now feels particularly topical.
Well, I think that they've just updated it to more modern things, and I'm gonna say stuff like social media and trolling and that kind of stuff, because there's like a great gag throughout the film about Superman not reading the comments because it's just hateful, and then we find out later who is writing those comments, which is quite humorous. But I think it's always had that theme.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad that. Oh well, I was talking about Luthor specifically as a specific character being a billionaire tech bro megalomaniac that's actually, you know, literally trying to take over the world by helping to invade.
I saw
small
a
countries.
really great headline that just said Superman is not woke, it's just we have real life supervillains now. So that's why it is so relatable.
But you're right. Sure. I mean, all of these things have always had messages. So I was glad in this case that there was like strong messaging within the plot and within each of the characters. So even when I wasn't quite catching up with the tone, or like you said, Jill, you kind of do get kind of thrown into the middle of the story, and maybe that's why I didn't feel like I could catch up. It's definitely not an origin story. But even when I, was kind of like, I'm still not sure I'm feeling what this is, I was kind of appreciating that it was staying true to the genre in terms of its in terms of its messaging and how topical it was being.
Yeah, look, I'm a big fan of the fact that it didn't stutter. Like when it's saying, hey, countries invading other countries is fucked. And, a fairly thinly veiled, completely thinly veiled thing saying, hey, this country that looks an awful lot like Israel, this country that looks an awful lot like Palestine, this is a fucked situation. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody could just, go in and give the middle finger to, literally the middle finger to an oppressive regime? Like, I can see why people are jumping around saying it's woke. Absolutely. It makes no bones about where its politics lie.
Yeah. The only problem is it's like that's just the group of people who are complaining about this sort of stuff. I feel like, well, you're the sort of people who like say that the Punisher is part of the police force. Like you're not.
Yeah,
actually...
they don't understand it. Like Superman has been woke since 1938 when he was created. Like,
yeah, more the 50s after the Japanese thing, but we won't go there.
No, dude, he was fighting the Klan in 1940.
True. But there was a bit of problematic World War II stuff. So, but hey,
he punched Hitler.
You can't win them all. But yeah, look, it is a whole thing that this is someone who's trying to fight for the underdog, for the little guy, to stand up, to face down bullies and all that sort of stuff. And what happens when the bullies are the ones that are kind of running stuff? Then you can't be surprised. It's like, oh, maybe we're the bad guys. It's like, yes. That's what we're telling you. We're actually telling you you're doing dick things and stop it, because that's not what we want to be.
This movie that like struck me the hardest was when, bullies pile on when a hero is down. Like Superman has a moment where, the press and online is picking him apart, and then that's when, people decide to strike you when you're at your weakest. And I've made no secret about having endured bullying through high school, so it was a very resounding moment for me. I fucking hated it. But I think it's still important to include stuff like that.
So this is what I say, like when
hard watch.
When I was watching it, I'm like, some of the stuff when it hits really, really well. And that's
poignant stuff.
And then other times it'll go from that though to a scene of an entire building collapsing over a particular thing, or the fictional idea that Metropolis can be evacuated in about 20 minutes. It's like,
I mean, suspension of disbelief, Dion. Come on.
Excuse me. I'm a logistics-based person, and even I know that you can't evacuate Metropolis. I mean, Gotham, different story. We can get people out, no problem. It's basically
what I did enjoy about that sequence, though, was the difference between something like that sequence and Man of Steel, where you've got like a Superman.
Which is why I did not like Man of Steel. I was like, I know nothing about Superman, but this don't feel right.
Like just having a running battle through the streets and
chucking a guy through buildings.
Yeah.
Like just the entire battle was him throwing that guy through buildings that had people in them.
Yeah. And then at the end of it, killing him, which like is one of those things that is just like, whereas in this one.
Yeah, that lost me. When he killed Zod, that lost me. I'm like, this is not Superman.
Yeah. And okay, he couldn't do it any other way. Yeah, he can. He's Superman. And I love this one for like all of those moments where he's like, somebody, does something to the kaiju and he's like, come on, man, I was going to put that in a space prison thing or whatever.
And like Superman does have his little space zoo, like with all his funny little creatures.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I think to make him and the level of good that he is, and that altruism where he will save a squirrel, where he will, try and get a dog out of the way to keep it from being, hurt or whatever. To make him work, you kind of have to place him in this almost silly space. Like, this is a Superman who goes and talks to his funny robots and can fly into the heart of a black hole. Like this is very, very much Frank Quitely's kind of all-star Superman, which is, really kind of leaning in on the Silver Age, the really kind of over the top stuff. But to do that, that's why you can have him be so good. But then they ground that. I personally thought it was a fucking incredible kind of balancing act where they allowed him to be, cartoonishly lovely, but then would ground it with something. Like when the Ma and Pa Kent first showed up, I was like, holy shit, this is a bit much, isn't it? Like,
they were really giving Adventures of Superman Ma and Pa Kent, to be honest.
Yeah. But then by the end of it, I was like, oh, I'm fully invested in these sweet, lovely people.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They're just regular folk.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are just trying to be good and try to like do the thing. They're not like Kevin Costner saying, "No, don't sacrifice it." Like, I'm just
fuck that movie. You're just reminding me how much I fucking hated Man of Steel.
Yeah,
I
don't
know.
save me. Don't reveal your secret.
No.
Oh, and by the way, maybe you should have let some kids die.
Yeah, because that's how you get a Superman that kills people. Rather than this one's like, you raised me to be good, and then I found out that I wasn't supposed to be good. But no, I'm still going to be good.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Any final thoughts before we rate?
Nope.
I think I just waxed a little too lyrical then, so I think I've said as much as I need to.
Great.
Okay.
Clip?
Yes.
Clip then, right?
Mainly because it's very late. Well done. Good call, Jill.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start the clip then rate? You want to go clip then rate?
Yeah, let's go.
Which one do you do? Do you want the get out of here or the dog? The dog. Do you want to see the dog?
Dog.
Always love it.
What is this? Crypto! What the hey, dude? I thought you destroyed the whole Superman robots. I thought I told you to keep an eye on him.
We feed the canine, but he is unruly. And he realizes we are not flesh and blood and couldn't, in our heart of hearts, care less whether he lives or dies.
Stop, Crypto. Leave it. Ow. Ow. Stop. Ow. Stop. Crypto. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Stop. Sit. Stay.
Oh, there we go. Yes, the very bad dog who is a good dog, but a bad dog.
Kneel before dog.
Kneel before dog. Yes, is James Gunn trying to make us all crypto bros. Okay, ratings. Hit the ratings. Go on.
Ooh.
Real hard, isn't it?
I wanted to like it more than I did.
Mm.
I really, really wanted to like it more than I did. Oh, fuck. I'm going to be harsh. I'm going to give it a 65.
Oh, chill.
I still had enjoyable moments, but there's just something about it that didn't click for me. I don't fucking know what it was. I mean, I touched on some of the moments. A lot of out of context stuff.
This is
Just
so strange.
Not enough fleshing out of some characters. Like maybe it was doing too much. I don't know.
This is so strange because I was heading towards 60. I'm going to give it 60. I know, right? I was heading towards 60, which I thought was like rough, but I was like, oh, true.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But like, I liked it. I had fun. It was just not enough that did it for me.
Yeah. That's why I kind of like, not for me. Like,
Not
like,
even those beautiful dimples.
I don't remember that character.
Yeah. Beautiful dimples.
I feel like as a son, like if I were to separate everything out and perhaps put it in a different context, I would enjoy each of those bits more. But yeah, together I was like, oh, it was entertaining, but did I have a good time with it? I'm like, oh, was it fine? If they announce Superman 2 tomorrow, would I be rushing out to see it? I'm like, depends. Is it going to be more the same? Anyway, there, I did 60. That's fine.
Pete, where
I'm
you at?
going to be a little bit kinder to it. Partly because like I'm genuinely so used to not knowing what's going on or who anyone is that none of that stuff actually bothered me. And partly because I appreciate the messaging that it was going for, and there were lots of bits that I did appreciate, but I just structurally, tonally couldn't quite get my hooks in to it. But it's not to say that I wouldn't recommend it. I still think it's an entertaining film. So I was going to say 70.
Yeah. I agree with Bren in the chat. They said it feel like it needs a second viewing to appreciate. And I did kind of want to see it again before we did this show, but didn't get time. I do want to watch it again.
And
I
also
do really
need to
wanna watch
see it
again.
twice to make it good, probably. Like, isn't like
Yeah,
a
I think I'll-
positive rating to
Yeah. So for now, 65 still sticks. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I was talking to other person who saw it and had a conversation online, and they gave it a rating. But
was it a monkey?
Yeah. The monkey called Waterworth. But he made a really interesting point, which is the film itself and the way the film is made has some goofy moments, and like there are bits that don't work and it's kind of clunky, and there are sequences that feel rushed, and there are characters that feel underused and everything. So the film itself, he said I'd rate that about a 65. But the feeling that I got from it was much higher, you know, and there are moments that it hit its stride where you see, like, you know, there's a moment where a building comes crashing down and it's just dust, and you see the silhouette of Superman rising above it, and I was like, oh, fuck me, that's a beautiful shot, you know. And there were moments where he was talking to Luthor where I was like, God, that's a fucking ripper piece of writing. And you know, there were all these moments throughout that made me feel a lot different about the film. And that's the thing. Like, I remember watching it going, people are going to be really torn over this one. Turns out they weren't. It's made a fuck ton of money. But I think I was also looking at myself going, I'm torn on this film. Like, I can see that there are lots of bits that don't work particularly well, but I'm having a fucking great time. And when it does it beautifully. So for me, I'm somewhere around that 80 mark.
Okay.
Like, I really enjoyed it. I think that, like, it's not hitting the fucking heights of Logan, you know. It's
didn't blow my tits off.
Peter, how are your tits? Are they still?
So that's the new rating system.
Quinny, mine are here still. So
mine are still. Oh shit, mine are gone.
From now on, I'm just rating 1, 2, or 0. Like, that's how many tits are left.
I like that we've been doing this for this many years and we've only now come to a rating system
the perfect,
we all agree on.
A perfect natural rating system.
Renaming to the periodic tits of awesome.
You heard it here first. In this ultra for truth, justice, and the tit way. How do we get here? Sorry, Quinny, you were talking very earnestly about liking Superman, and now we're talking about tits.
No,
I'm all down for it. To reality.
I think I've said quite a lot. I talked about this on ABC Radio.
You did.
I've kind of said my piece on this whole thing.
Like, will I watch this Superman in another film or a successive sequel? Yeah, I will. Like, I'll come back and give it another go. But I really hope I get to see more about, like, I would enjoy watching this Superman interact with other people, but I really just want to see a movie about Superman.
I want to see this Superman with with Arpat's Batman.
Arpats.
I think that would be the most astonishing tonal whiplash.
Yeah, it's going to be like Gloomy Boy and Sunshine Boyfriend. It's going to be so
Well,
great.
we already know that Lobo is greenlit and going ahead, so what about this Superman and...
Oh, God.
I mean...
Just imagining a hot mess from Lobo.
Yeah, but I'm also, there's a part of me that kind of feels like that's what Lobo needs to be. But also, I'm not sure, is Lobo getting his own film? I know he's in Supergirl, but, you know...
Well, who knows? I mean, wait, are we in spoiler section yet?
I was going to say, should we move into spoiler section just briefly?
So that does mean changing the bulb. Yes, that's
God damn you, I want to go to Blue Alert.
It's up now, okay. Right. So, How do we
So-
feel about the end?
Yeah,
it
escape the chat if you don't want spoilers.
True.
Yeah. Now is your time to exeunt.
Yeah, we're getting anything. This is what happens with all these films nowadays. It's like, well, you've just enjoyed that movie, and now we're going to give you a little bit of taste of maybe something else. You know,
No, I like the fact that they chose not to follow the fucking the way of Marvel doing it, of
Yeah.
doing it as a post credit sequence or anything. It was like, no, we're going to put it in the actual film.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yep, I thought that was nice. So yes, to anyone who's hasn't buggered off yet, yeah. What did we think of Australia's own Millie Alcock as Super Party Girl?
Yeah, I was surprised to see Supergirl appear in the movie. One thing that escaped me before watching this.
It's a
I
bold
liked
choice
it.
to introduce that character in that particular way.
Yeah, I kind of liked a party girl, Supergirl.
Only because she was going to a planet with a red sun.
So she
yeah,
could get-
she get fucked up.
But how did she get off the planet?
Oh, well, the red. Well,
Spaceship?
just because she's a red sun, so she can get drunk. But I'm guessing that maybe she
too
still
many
fly, I
butt
don't know.
wise, aren't there?
Yeah. So interesting idea that they've said that a lot of the Supergirl film is going to be vaguely based on the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, I think it's called.
Okay.
Which is an interesting idea that Supergirl, unlike Superman, who came as a baby, and therefore, it has been raised by lovely parents and stuff like that. Supergirl is dealing with some pretty fucking serious trauma.
Yep.
She, saw her family and planet die, has seen everybody that she knows and loves die, and, then spent God only knows however long in a, intergalactic tube. And yeah, is having not a great time of it, and suddenly doesn't really know how to cope with, superpowers and shit like that. Meanwhile, you've got Clark, who has been growing up with this, so has a much better grounded understanding of it. I like that idea.
Yeah, I would watch it.
Yep.
And see, that's a really interesting thing, because you've got that whole Superman movie with all those other characters and the different things that went on, and yet you've built a little world around that. See, this is why I kind of went like, Superman. I'm not sure about that movie. Why couldn't it have just been about Superman? Doesn't he have his own trauma? Wasn't all of his own traumas enough? Having to deal with. He didn't need everyone else's stuff.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to discredit it.
Okay, so one of the big things that Jimmy's sexual prowess is what saves the day.
Yeah.
No, but also Jimmy.
But also Jimmy's willingness to use a woman.
I know,
for
right?
I know,
information.
right? Like, Jimmy's terrible fuckboy attitude saves the day. Conflicting, maybe?
I think you're missing the real hero of the story, and that's Eve Tessmacher.
1000%.
Sure.
She's the one that
1000%.
took all of those photos with all of the crucial information.
Are you saying that selfies and influencers do serve a purpose in life?
Yeah, I want to see the movie with Eve Tessmacher and Madison from Marvel.
Oh, God, yeah.
Talk about Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
I do love that Miss Tessmacher is actually the person who has saved Superman both films.
Well,
She's also
that's
the
a
one
nice
that saves him in the 1978 film.
Yeah.
That was a nice little aside.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, I know that we're in spoilers now, so how do we feel about the Ultraman edition? Yeah, a little bit
Yeah.
like, you can kind of read it coming a mile off. But also, I feel like it's
Also,
suffered
doing
from...
too much.
Yeah, it suffered. The film suffered from a little bit of like, no, the real danger is Lex. Why do you need these other goons / other things to create false danger? I mean, part of the malevolence and the great thing is that Lex Luthor is just a man. He's just a 100% sociopath focused on trying to rid the world of Superman through nefarious means.
But Lex is always going to need something that can
Yeah,
go
but
toe to toe with him.
he doesn't really do that as much as I know from what I see. Like, he doesn't have to go toe to toe because he is out thinking Superman.
Which, I mean, that is the biggest Superman 4 thing. Like, that is literally, like, cloning Superman from a strand of his hair is literally the plot of Superman 4.
Yeah, but that guy is Nuclear Man, and he has nails that he can grow.
And they had to throw the genetic mixture into the sun to make it strong enough to fight Superman. Because,
because it's real easy to throw something in the sun, as you or I know.
Yeah.
We're throwing stuff in the sun all the time. It's not like we could throw something today and it would take years, decade, probably 2 lifetimes to reach the sun.
He just said,
I really loved how you're like injecting like scientific logic into a movie about an alien who gets his power from the sun and who can fly and is basically invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah. so science, totally.
Peter, you know
actually,
nature. You know, nature is weirder than science.
Yeah.
I must admit, the whole Ultraman thing, I did think for a moment, because Ultraman is also a character from the comics who is the Superman of one of the other Earths, from the evil Earth where everybody's evil, and Ultraman is the essentially.
Do they all have goatees?
Yeah. I was about to say, do they all have goatees?
I don't know. It's what is it? It's Ultraman, and the Batman is called Owlman, and there's like.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah,
it's one of those crises of some kind of other Earth things.
Cool.
But
when we're bankrupt in ideas, we'll just come back to.
It's
like
it's
your
your
evil twin.
Justice League one.
Yeah. Like there have been lots of evil Supermans. I was half expecting that they may have even gone like a Bizarro or something like that. You know,
Yes, I'll say too. Yes, Freddy Kangaroo, I agree with that too. They spent a little bit of time setting up the fact that there was an anti-proton river that was going into a black hole and you can't touch it or you'll die. Me. And then it's like, you're in the river.
That bugged me. Only because they had like set it up as a rule in the universe that like you can't touch the proton river, and then everyone touches the proton river.
They go swimming in the proton river.
And why does it look like bismuth?
It's none of your business.
Oh,
none of my business.
Let's get down to business. Yeah, like
Jesus.
There are so many moments in it that lean hard into the fucking like the silly. You know, yes, we're swimming in an anti-proton stream, heading towards a black hole, and we're being sucked into it, and he can blow himself backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
cool.
blowing at air though. There's nothing there to push off. Like
no.
If it was science, it would just suck the air out.
Well, it's not a vacuum.
No.
But don't you? Yeah, look. I mean, this is the thing. You love some of the silliness. Like Quinny's like, oh, it's silly, and I'm like, yeah, but it's also bad silly. Like the worst silly.
Sometimes,
yeah. It's almost like Joel Schumacher Batman silly.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, because that's pretty silly.
That's pretty fucking silly.
But it's weird. They have stuff like that. And then is it Metamorpho? Is that the guy?
Yep.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, you need to you need to feel empathy for Metamorpho because his son's over there. And I'm like, why? I don't give a shit. Like, is that an alien baby? I don't care. You know, you've just established that you're willing to off.
Generally, people do care about their babies. Like, I'll give them that one. If somebody was like, you have to do this evil thing or I'm going to shoot your baby, then that it might give me a moral quandary.
I mean, sure, but I mean, look.
I mean, when one of those portals was collapsing about 5 times over.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. That was a really good question. Did they end up saving all the people that were put in that jail after the thing collapsed?
Yes, they all came out at the end, Dion.
They did. Yeah.
See, by that stage,
You were
Party
asleep.
girl who,
Yeah, you were asleep at that point.
Yeah, I was snoring quite loudly.
Yeah. I did say something, and I do think it is kind of cool that like James Gunn has a thing where he can find a black character and a great actor, pair them together and turn them into the kind of the badass of the film.
Yeah.
You know, did it with Deadshot? Hang on.
No.
Idris Elba. in
Head-
he was.
Suicide.
Headhunter. No, Deadshot was in
No,
the
he
first
was.
one, but then
Yeah,
it
that
was,
was Will Smith, but
No,
wasn't
but
it
in
Idris
the
Elba in
sequel-
the second one? In the other
yeah, it
one?
wasn't
Different
Deadshot.
character though.
Wasn't Deadshot?
Yeah, it was a different one.
Yeah,
Who the fuck was he?
Anyway, it was like the Yondu like arrow thing
yeah.
from
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, where he just whistles the arrow to kill everyone.
Yeah, it was exactly the same thing.
Yeah, the same kind of beats, and this is the thing. Oh, we got exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, it's like
which was
we
a
have
James
a red
Gunn film.
laser that's running around the screen right now. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
but
mean,
yeah.
that was cool because I at least understood then after that fight scene. I was like, oh, that's why he's terrific.
Yeah. Because he's super smart.
Is he though? Because he didn't explain that he was super smart. He just told people he was super smart. And you know, from every
I don't know.
experience I've ever had, when someone comes and says I'm smart, I go, oh, good.
I don't know, he was able to understand like a pocket universe generator and try and fucking retrofit it and stuff. I thought that sounded pretty smart.
Yes, but took the time to explain to the scientists who'd been working with it for a long, long time. Like, shut up! I'm doing science
I'm
Yeah.
smart.
because
Shut
I'm
up.
terrific. It's a stupid name.
It was like that bit in the last pitch meeting. It was like, we have to do show don't tell, so we're going to show people telling you.
True. Quick question for the DC people, and feel free in the chat too to let me know. Okay, the engineer, is that a good character, bad character? Like in the sense
Never
that
heard of
should
it before.
Never heard
about
of it. Yeah, sorry.
Great, totally useless. Don't care about nano person.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that I did think was a weird choice because, like, there are a lot of DC characters that are out there in the world, and she's definitely a DC character, has existed
Yeah.
for a long time. I've never fucking heard of her.
But you know that James Gunn's always going to pick the weird ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
The kaiju beast, is that something that was already established, or was that just kind of like
I think it's
merchandising
just a thing.
opportunity?
It's just a thing.
Yeah,
that was just we need a big monster.
yeah, a merchandising opportunity.
Yeah.
Sure.
Money.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. I mean, I thought the no-brainer for this was like Superman and his dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just the no-brainer. What
Yeah.
do you?
And I mean,
What are
everybody's
we
got a
gonna-
costume. Everybody that has a little white dog has a costume for Halloween this year.
What are we going to see on the
Oh.
toy line? Is it going to be like Clark and Lois Lane and, you know, Pimp Daddy Jimmy Olsen with his black book full of ex-girlfriends? Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably.
I know. All right.
Yeah.
Is
Look,
there any
do
more for
you think
Superman?
people
Any
should-
more things? No? Good?
Do you think people should watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do. I think they should watch it.
I think you should also check out the press junket stuff on social media because it's quite entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I think I had was, should people see it in the cinema? And I was like, no, not
Oh.
necessarily required. I don't think anything in there, apart from a couple of scenes which were just establishing kind of shots, I don't think there wasn't anything so great. Like, you know, one of the scenes that I remember from Superman that I always really loved is that idea that Superman can fly above the earth and then kind of have that beautiful sun come up from behind and there's a glistening, and, you know, turn over. There wasn't any of that for me. I was like,
I wouldn't say there's any like beauty shots in the movie.
yeah, it was kind of one of those establishing things that I know of Superman is that Superman is for the planet Earth. He's not like he lives in America, but he's for everyone. And I really feel that the idea of Superman standing guard in orbit, looking at the Earth, trying to find trouble that he can stop, is a foundational aspect. And to not see it was a little bit disappointing, even though he was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, even though I only gave it a 65, I would still say see it in the cinema.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say go and sit in the cinema. Pete, where are you at with it?
I wouldn't say that it must be seen in the cinema, but it's a fun watch for if you want to go, get a popcorn and some lollies and have a movie day.
Yeah.
And an absolutely abysmally sized chalk top.
Oh, they're getting smaller. They're getting smaller.
You know who you are. So far, it's still the Dendy in Newtown still does reasonably sized chalk
Oh,
tops,
they
by the way.
make bangers. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Palace in Leichhardt. powerful fucking chop tops. I can't have any more because they make me sick as a dog.
Oh dear. So next week,
Yeah,
some
what is
people are
next
going
week?
to see a little movie about a fantastic foursome.
Yep. Fantastic foreskin.
In Fortnite.
If you play Fortnite,
Yes.
Yeah.
there's a fantastic foreskin.
Great. Well done, marketing director.
Well done, marketing people. Maybe
I'm
read your
trying
copy
to
out loud.
decide. I'm trying to decide if I treat myself to a little gold class viewing and go and see the Fantastic Four next week before the weekend. What do you think
Ooh.
I should do?
I mean, I think that sounds like a lovely idea. Go and see it in, high class, comfy seats, have some food.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there? This will also potentially mean that we have to do the show on Wednesday next week.
That is
Well,
true.
Is it
Yes.
true?
That
Yes.
is true.
Yeah. Or we can stick to the schedule
Or-
that has been advertised and do the Old Guard 2.
But I've heard it's dope.
That's a review.
I,
We're
actually,
just...
I won't be watching that regardless. So
Yeah.
Do we
I think we're-
do we cancel next week's show and do it the week after? And then just do
Ooh.
Fantastic Four.
Oh, technically speaking, we do fall within the bounds of July
Yeah.
because there are 1, 2, 3, 4,
We've got five Tuesdays this July, so we could cancel.
Let us know.
next
Actually,
week
let
and
us know in
do
the
one
chat. The
after.
chat can vote and decide. You decide.
Chat, do you want us to do the Old Guard on Wednesday, or do you want us to take a week off and do Fantastic Four the week after?
Mm.
Ooh, yeah.
And
we're
then
gonna-
we'll give you
Tuesday.
the week to be able to watch it and do the homework, as it were.
Exactly.
And we've got to remember in this stream, because there is a delay, that even though we're talking, we need to wait for them to catch up.
We've
to
got
the-
two F4s. We've got two
Yeah.
F4s.
yeah,
Better
exactly.
keep yourself, treat yourself.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
may be from the conversation of 30 seconds ago. The delay
Ah,
of everything
no,
that's
I'm gonna
coming
count it.
in.
I'm gonna count it.
Yeah. Well, they need a week to do homework. Okay,
Yeah,
that's an
exactly.
interesting point. Maybe we'll work on doing the 29th, and I'll just have to adjust the schedule. You people, always making me adjust stuff. What about you, Pete? Are you? What's your vote?
Pete,
My
Do you wanna
vote's
go
to
on a
not watch the
Fantastic
old
Four
guard,
date?
So
No, Fantastic Four. Do you want to do it?
yeah, do you want to go on a Fantastic Four date?
let's go on a Fantastic Four date. That's my vote.
Yay!
My vote's date with Jill.
Yay!
Oh,
Well, Dion, I guess you and I are going to go to the screening.
great. So now I have to go with Quinny again.
Yeah, Pete, do we go to IMAX or do we go to Gold Class?
Ooh, choices.
Big
Yeah.
decisions.
Don't know.
We will be going to the press screening in IMAX, which is very exciting. Also,
Although
shout out
slightly
to all of
annoying.
those people who went to the press event
Yeah.
last night,
Yeah.
and looked like they had
Sydney?
a fun time and watched 30 minutes of unconnected clips, which is my perfect version of hell when watching. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, but good on those casts for still flying around and doing all that sort of stuff,
Mm.
especially. I forgot what's Sue Storm's.
Vanessa Kirby?
Isn't she heavily pregnant?
Yeah.
Isn't she about ready to drop? Like,
Yeah.
as in, oh my god, and still doing the
Damn.
press.
I don't
It's
think
like,
you're allowed to fly in the third trimester.
I thought not either. Can you imagine that? It's like, why were you born in Guatemala?
Maybe she's got a cheeky PJ. She's out here on a PJ. Private jet.
Oh,
right, thank you.
okay, right.
I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Because
Just-
I'm a poor.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm one of the paws.
PJs are what they give you in business class. That's what poor people know about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be expecting at this point with that cast though that they do have their own like fantastic jet that's just theirs that they get flown around
They've just
in?
got a Fantastica.
Yeah. They got
Yeah.
yeah. It's all fantastic.
Okay, Karina knew what a PJ
Oh,
was,
shit, well-
and she's a poor.
I like Karina is now throw. See, this is why class warfare always wins, because the poors are fighting amongst themselves. Meanwhile, the rich are just shitting on us from the height. Why do you hate me so, Karina?
Yes, well look, I'm interested to see my space dad / apocalypse dad / every other dad turn into comic dad. Let's hope it
Comic
works. Yeah, who can stretch where he needs to.
Mhm.
See how that goes. Okay, so what's the results we're talking about? Are we waiting? We're waiting, and we're gonna not
I
do
think
one next week,
we'll knock off Old Guard. Let's knock off Old
and then
Guard.
we'll come back on Tuesday the 29th Is that the word? Is that what we're
Yeah,
agreeing to?
let's do it.
The plan. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. So Tuesday the 29th, no Old Guard next week. Adjusted schedule, Tuesday the 29th. It's going to be lit, y'all.
There's 4 of us. It's going to be fantastic.
We are,
We are the Fantastic Four. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yes.
shit. Now you got to figure out which one of you's going to be...
Flame on!
Peter is the Invisible Woman, so she's just not going to show up.
No, she'll go back to La Rochelle.
Yeah, I feel
Dion
like
is Stretchy Daddy, and I have, of course, the Thing.
I feel like Pete, you should just be able to like lean out of frame until you disappear off it. It's just just put on the background and then like do it from like
until Zoom like erases you.
yeah, recline in the couch and just do it with the microphone. They go, yeah, sure, guys. And Quinny can't wait to see the orange paint.
Oh, we're cosplaying next week.
Oh yeah. No, we got 2 weeks to prepare.
A week after, yeah.
Yeah, I was
all
going
right.
to say 2 weeks. We've got 2 weeks. At the very least, I want to find 2 of those big Thing punchy hands.
Oh yeah.
And we've all
Rock'em Sock'em Man.
We've all got time to find a blue shirt. I reckon we can do this.
Yeah, I'm sure we can do
No,
this.
no more. Okay, the rules are
Things like, fuck this, I don't wanna-
it's costuming in 2 weeks, but no more than $20.
Okay,
There's
done
our
deal.
rules. Pete, we'll help
and
you
Pete,
out because you're looking uncomfortable.
I mean, you
Peter
can-
is going to come in a green Zentai suit, so all you're going to see is her face.
Peter is going to be just off screen.
the whole time.
I think we have an emote for that, don't we?
We do, probably.
Yeah, just over there. Yeah. Peta Kanga's asking the question. What are we all watching? So I mean, last night in terms of watching Wrexham, yeah,
we watched them live.
we did.
Got
We
to see
watched people kick the ball around on an actual match.
Got to see my favourite Paul Mullen because I'm only up to season
Dion
3.
turned to me and said, "Which one's Chris Mullen?" I'm like, "Who?" We worked out they're all called Mullen. They just
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I was,
right,
I was
just called
happy
him-
that at
it's
least
all Mullen.
we got 2 Ollies. We got Ollie Rathbone and Ollie Palmer.
yeah.
And
Oh,
Ollie,
poor Ollie Rathbone. He took one to the knee.
fucking oath he did. How was it? Honestly, not a great match.
It was a friendly. So yeah, Dion and I were chanting, "Be aggressive, be aggressive."
Kick the
This was a
fucking
little
ball.
bit tame.
Yeah.
Bit
yeah.
tame.
Look, you know,
And also,
it's-
I think, like, I had a dickhead behind me who was being a real asshole about the fact that there were a lot of fake football fans there because of, oh, look at them, fucking all these people from Disney FC. What a pack of assholes. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. You got 40,000 people on a Tuesday night watching fucking
on an
soccer.
11-degree Tuesday night.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I mean, I got to have my first experience of going to one of those stadiums and only spending $50 on 3 drinks. It was great. It's like, wow. I even specifically asked for the cheapest beer. It's like, can I have the cheapest beer? Sure, that'll be $50. Okay. Didn't even eat there, did we? No, we ate before and just went, and it was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Designed to remove money from people. To be fair, though, it was a very pleasant experience of very easy to get in and around. And
Yeah, my first time at Allianz Stadium. My first time watching live sports ball.
Same, absolutely.
And
I will say, the fucking sound system there was terrible.
Oh, what's that?
Could
no,
not.
you just didn't have
hear
your
a
hearing
fucking
aids in, Quinny.
No, I probably needed that, but like they were doing big, things where they had people talking on the screen and they were, playing games down on the pitch. There is no
Oh.
announcer, by the way.
Yeah.
I
I was very disappointed that Beyonce was not the halftime entertainment.
yeah, bunch of people
True.
in Zorbs.
I love that was also weird because it was like, oh, let's watch kids in Zorbs. I don't know, play a game, and only thing that adults wanted is to watch them crush into each other and bounce off. Like it was just violence, and that's what we're missing from the game. There wasn't enough aggressive,
No,
kind of.
Oh, every time someone took a tumble, it was like, "Ew, you
Yeah.
hurt me." I'm like, "Oh, this is."
I mean,
That
it
is
is
soccer.
soccer,
Yeah.
It's kind kind of what it's
But
for.
I did start to get a little bit sick of them always doing the same maneuver. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, you're going down that side of the pitch, 23 to 19 to into the middle. Okay, yeah, we know what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, you know, Quinny, as I said, if I have to explain the offside rule to you again.
I don't think there was a seat in that stadium that had a bad view, though.
No, that blew me away.
I couldn't believe how open it all was and so easy to see the field. Like,
sure.
I was very impressed, and the lights were amazing. Like,
Yeah.
it was very well lit.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of people in the chat that are like, "You fucking morons." I'm like, I'm sorry, but this is the first time I've been in a stadium to watch sport. Like, I was
Agreed.
impressed. I liked it.
Yeah.
Like, I can see that they put a lot of time and money and effort into
I'm like,
making
oh, wow,
the game as visible as possible.
I can see why people go to stadiums to watch sport. Like,
Yeah, I was able to follow the whole fucking match and see where things were going and everything like that, not just by watching the big screen.
Yeah.
Can't wait till it's done in, like, you know, that's enough for me. I'll go again in another 40 years.
40? Wow, you're ambitious.
You're going to live to
You're
it.
going to be alive in 40 years?
Hey.
No shade, but...
I mean, are any of us?
Well, if I could die tomorrow, I would, but...
Jesus.
Wait, I have to wait until October, though, because I'm going to wrestling.
And then you can...
Then you can die happy.
You can't explain the sports balls to me, but I will go and watch wrestling. I'm so excited to fucking live wrestling. By the way, October, we're only reviewing wrestling shows.
You know what? I'm down for it.
Have we done Glow before? Have we reviewed Glow?
I don't think we
No,
did.
but we should have.
And also The Wrestler.
And Heels.
Did we do Heels?
No, we haven't done Heels.
Okay.
Is this... Wait, you're right. What?
Yeah, I'm organizing our October. We're only doing wrestling shows.
Okay, you heard it here first. It's WrestleMania. I thought it's Spooktober. Aren't we supposed to be doing Halloween Spooktober?
That'd be nice for a change. You know, something different.
Mix it up.
A bit of fuck. Okay.
We did anime.
Yeah.
Octagon October. Thank you, Predacanga.
Oh, that's like UFC. I was about to say KFC. That's KFC.
It's the squared circle. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I'm. What's is it Fighting with My Family? There's a film.
Yes, with fucking Florence Pugh.
Yeah. See,
This goddamn page. Like,
I think
let's go. We can do a
Octagon
wrestling
October.
one.
I'm down for it.
Okay. I love it. Thanks. It's been a long and nice chat. Thank you, everyone. We've been here too
Oh,
long.
it
We
has
need to
been a
go.
long
Yeah,
chat.
we need to go now.
Yeah, we're at an hour and a half. Whoops, sorry guys.
Thanks for hanging out on the Wednesday night. And good to see all of you beautiful people in here. Like the people I'm looking at, not the people in the chat. We don't care about them.
Oh right.
There you
Aww.
go. You guys are my fantastic three.
Aw,
Fantastic
thank
three.
you.
We make a fantastic four. Does that work? No? Okay.
Anyway, work on your cosplay.
Shit. I've got lots of work to do. And I know I'm gonna do it the night before.
I gotta get to, like, is it
Like
glue-
a true cosplayer.
Should I put what's good for whitening hair? Is glue stick or something? Across the sides there?
Babe, you don't need any help.
Perfect. I'll just have a few more stressful weeks at work and then that'll be fine. Yeah. True.
Harsh.
Love it. Thanks all. We're gonna go now.
Thanks all. Everybody,
Love
good
you
night.
guys. Bye.
Oh wait, outro. Ah!
I wanna live in a world full of heroes, not sit here counting zeros in a cubicle downtown. I wanna look out my window, see 'em flying, and swing across the horizon as I cheer 'em on so proud. Deep-powered girl keeps staring at her face, and call Colossus and have 'em teach me ways, and then we'd exercise. I'd be one of the guys. With martial arts from iron fist and wall, I'll dap her up and teach her all my songs. Oh, I wanna live in a world full of heroes, not cooking up these heroes at my parents' restaurant now. I wanna yell out Avengers assemble, not order up for Ethel. Yeah, we're right up have her read my mind. Or Magdalena, her artifacts I find, and then we catch a symphony. It'll just be her and me. Call Lucky Barn and arm wrestle for hours.